one little fly in the ointment before the big warm-up this weekend.
Oh, is that warm-up going to feel nice? Warm-up's also going to feel very temporary, but we'll take what we can get.
Sure will.
You got to remember, every time we can knock a week off in February, that's one less week of winter we have to worry about somewhere else along the way.
You bet.
How's that for optimism to get you going here? Let's talk about, though, what is coming in. We do have a threat level 1. We're going to have a little bit of snow. I mean, this is not going to be much. But the thing is, the roads are really cold. I mean, it has been cold. And so anything that falls later tonight into tomorrow morning will be sticking to any road that has been not treated. So that's going to be your neighborhood roads, a lot of the secondary roads you get out in the country, a lot of the main roads. Hopefully the folks have done okay with those. We'll be in the upper 20s, so warmer than we are now with that little bit of light snow going on. As we get you then to the middle of the day, it'll be ending by that point. But it likely ends as some freezing rain and maybe just regular old rain at that point as well. Temperature should be above freezing at that point, and we get you into the latter part of the day. Pushing normal. We're going to skip right past normal and head to some warmth. We'll get to all that in a second, but mid-30s tomorrow afternoon. So where's the snow now? Let's find out with the Max Track Live Doppler coming up in a sec. We've got the Traveler's Advisory, Winter Weather Advisory, whatever you want to call it. We are looking at that running from, I mean, it's all but the very bottom tier of county. So it's the Hal Rogers and Cumberland Parkways North, which essentially is everyone. A trace to maybe an inch of snow. There's not going to be a whole lot out of this, and it'll likely be a little heavier snow, a little thicker than what we saw yesterday when it was that powder where you can sneeze and clean off your driveway. There'll also be a little thin glaze of ice on top, this little freezing rain, as what will happen is warm air aloft will begin to take the place of where the ice crystals form in the clouds, and so that's where you end up a little bit of freezing rain as the warm air will be up above the cold air. Max Track Live Doppler, a little snow up in Ohio and Indiana. That first big batch there is headed, may clip the Ohio River counties, but really headed more toward West Virginia. It's the stuff back there that is coming our way, and it's also increasing in size as it works its way eastward. So we'll continue to see that trend through the night. So here's the future track. From midnight, there is your departing Arctic high. Boy, this thing was historic. We'll look at that in a second. There is your warm front. There's a little weak area of low pressure. So by the middle of the night, we're in the hours before dawn here. You can see the snow is expanding across the area. Could be a little sleet or freezing rain trying to mix in. The warm front then sets up along the southern tier of counties, rain to the south. A little bit of light snow to the north, but again, that's morning commute where we're seeing that falling across the area. We work then into the middle of the day, and what happens, the front itself begins to fall apart. And so we're losing the oomph, the push to make things fall from the sky. And so instead of moving off to the east, it more or less dissipates over us. So we get rid of that system. Now our attention turns to Friday. There's Friday evening. That is the main warm front. We are emphasizing that because behind it, that is Pacific air, not Arctic, Pacific. And what happens with that on Saturday when that warm front goes by? Oh, do our temperatures take a jump. So tonight the light snow arrives, but it is warmer than last night. Wintry mix tomorrow morning giving way to just regular old rain as we get above freezing, then a little taste of spring. Now last night and this morning the 0-degree line got into northern Kentucky. The freeze was all the way down to Florida. All-time record lows. Never recorded anything colder in Rockford, Illinois, the Quad Cities, Illinois, and Iowa, Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Look at those temperatures. Illinois may also have set a state record last night. It has to be verified with the instrumentation. Coldest spot in the country was 53 below in northern Minnesota. For us, below zero to the north, where we had clear skies last night, single-digit lows for a lot of us, and where the clouds were thicker to the south, you saw the temperatures in the low teens. Congratulations, Harrison County. You were the cold spot. But boy, things are getting better. Since this time last night, we are 20 degrees warmer, which translates to temperatures now running in the mid-20s for most, although it's still 19 in Flemingsburg. 28 coming out of Somerset and Williamsburg, so you see the warmth down there. 25 at the Bluegrass Airport, a little bit of a wind chill to deal with. By the way, we're going to see improvement over the next few days. Let's talk about it in the forecast specifically. We've got the snow out there coming tonight. The threat index does go to a 1 late. We're down in the low 20s. It's mid-30s tomorrow. The threat index 1 early in the day. Snow changes to freezing rain, then eventually rain as it ends. Look at Saturday. Groundhog Day, we're at 50, close to 60 on Sunday, and springtime warmth most of next week.